What's going on, YouTube? This your boy Abil Mahari here, representing MehariNation Sports Podcast here on a beautiful Saturday afternoon here in the Twin Cities, Minneapolis and St. Paul. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to the entire Lions Den basketball and boxing community there. And we got a good panel for you guys here today. We got Stay Ready in the house. We got Quattro Cinco and 503 just jumped into the building. Let's start with Stay Ready. How you doing, Stay Ready?
Man, slow boogie just over here making some moves in these H-Town streets. That's a big good shot. What's going down, Mahari?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then we also got 503 in the house, though, too. What's going on, 503?
Oh man, stuck in this traffic downtown, man. Headed to drop my wifey off and the daughter, man, for the Disney on Ice shit.
All right, for sure.
Yeah. But I'm on though, bro. Just so you see me.
Yeah, no problem. Do what you got to do, though, man. And you come in at any time. All right. And then we also got Quattro Cinco in the house, though, bro. How you doing, though, man?
What's up? What's up? I'm watching what's her name right now? Josh Kelly right now. On that.
All right, for sure, though, man. You know, I'm gonna get all right. Let's get it on here. All right, Mark Wonderland, I see you in the building, though, bro. Salute. Okay, so the big news that came out this week, though, man. Your New York buddy, Quattro Cinco, Jarrell Miller, popped 30 not once, not twice, 3 times for 3 different substances, bro. So, how do you feel? Let's start with that. What's your mind on that, brother?
Oh, you talk about me?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, I'm disappointed. You know, I mean, I'm real mad because I know that the replacement is going to be real. You know, I mean, real bad. Like the person going to try to replace the fight is going to be terrible. So I don't see who they're going to try to get. That Michael Hunter thing is unacceptable to me.
That's what they got.
You know,
Yeah,
and that's how I feel.
all right, for sure. We all just CB Sports CG just jump into the building. What's going on, CB?
What's good, Abel? How you feeling, man?
Feeling really good today, though, guys. Though, so nice day outside, though, bro. But I wanted to hear your uncut opinion about Mr. Fat Boy Miller failing triple times for drugs.
I mean, that motherfucker's a piece of shit. I mean, he had no confidence in himself and no belief in his abilities or what he can do or what he could possibly do or achieve. And I think that, you know what I'm saying, that it was a way to get up out this fight too. You know you under VADA testing the motherfucker. You still put all this bullshit in your body. He didn't want to fight Anthony Joshua. I got to keep it real. The motherfucker did. He's a sorry son of a bitch, and he know damn well that he's just dead wrong for this. He took the punk ass way of getting out this fight. I'd rather just not even took the fight, but like, no, I need a couple more fights. You know what I'm saying? I want to fight like a Joseph Parker or somebody first, or something like that to get up. You know, I'd rather you say that, but don't sign a contract, talk all this bullshit, accuse this man of juicing, which I still believe AJ's juicing. He just ain't got caught yet. But still, though. But since he has not got caught, I cannot accuse him of that. But you accuse this man of juicing, and motherfucker, you pop on 3 different tests for 3 different drugs. Fuck Butter Biscuit Miller. That's how I feel about that son of a bitch.
Well said, man. I ain't got nothing to say about that. Now let's send it over to Stay Ready, though. So go ahead and Stay Ready. Let it rip about the whole Miller's BS.
To be honest with you, man, it is what it is, man. We've been talking about it all week. He a hoe, he been a hoe. It wasn't nobody pandering for this fight. Ain't nobody clamoring for this fight. We all just went along with it and was hoping that Big Baby could go and knock this hoe off. But he was going to knock this off. The main reason we was even rooting for Big Baby Miller is because of what he said when they threw that water on Blue Blood and his son.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So now that he's out the picture, he can't even keep his word to a kid. So fuck Big Baby Miller. Like real talk. The whole he came out humble yesterday because he didn't have a choice, bro. They done found 3 different drugs. So you can't say this was a tainted sample because every
Mm-hmm.
time you done submitted a sample, it looked like you tried to mask it with something else. You tried
Mm-hmm.
to mask it twice. You got it caught. Own up to it. That's why you left the CBP in the first place.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I feel you on that though, bro. So
Michael Hunter,
what's
that's
that?
Blue Blood. Blue Blood just reported right before you sent me the link that Michael Hunter is the replacement. So
Well, well, well. Isn't that a surprise, huh? I mean, let's be real though, guys. I mean, it's not a surprise what they were trying to do in the first place. I mean, even Khaled Enigma even said that they were going to replace it with Michael Hunter instead of Luis Ortiz. You know what I mean? It's just unbelievable how these guys are trying keep trying to hide the flaws of Anthony Joshua though. But yeah, it is what it is though, man. But Mr. 503. Let it rip. What's your thoughts about Miller failing 3 different drug tests, bro? Okay, 503 is probably still driving at the moment there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Hey, come back to me, bro. I'm gonna jump back in in probably like 10 more minutes.
yeah. Go ahead, man. Take your time.
All
Okay,
right.
okay. So let's move on from that though, anyway, because I think it's already been given as it is that they already fight. Joshua's going to fight Mr. Michael Hunter there and everything else. So we got Mr. Adrian Granados versus Danny Garcia tonight on Fox. So I've been bouncing around my prediction this week though on the Smoke City Mobcast and on Stay Ready's live stream though, man. But I finally made up my mind. I got Danny Garcia by unanimous decision. I don't think that it cannot hurt Danny Garcia though. But I wouldn't be surprised if it goes to a late round stoppage. Let's start with Mr. Stay Ready. What do you think about that, man?
what? Danny Garcia?
I'm going with Danny Garcia by unanimous decision.
I told y'all what I'm going is Adrian Granados on mine. I don't care. Adrian Granados by decision.
All right. No.
He might get the stoppage because Danny ain't got no heart. Danny ain't got no heart. Danny a whole hoe out here.
Hey, King Louis, what's up, man? I just I just also sent you a link though, brother, if you want to jump on. But let's go ahead and see it down the line. So, Mr. Quattro Cinco, what's your thoughts about Adrian Granados versus Danny Garcia? How do you think you see the fight?
Like I said, Danny Garcia wins by split decision.
Gift decision?
Yeah, split. Because I know there's gonna be a judge that like a dude that's in Uber driver mode that could just maul and brawl. You know what I mean? And not to get at Granados, but his style is like that. I don't think he's exactly a Uber, but his style is like that. But he's a tough guy. I don't think Danny Garcia could stop him. You know what I mean? I think Danny Garcia is gonna win the fight. I don't think he's gonna stop him.
All right, for sure, for sure. Okay, Mr. CB Sports CB, how do you see the fight between Adrian Granados versus Danny Garcia?
It's gonna be a close fight, but I got Danny Garcia by split decision as well because I just feel like
Oh, CB, but that's your boy from Chicago. Come on, CB.
but as a boxing fan, I got to keep it real though. I mean, I'm being honest. You know, that man. You know, what I'm saying Adrian Granados is an aggressive fighter, and he's gonna put the heat on Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is gonna have to win some rounds late to win this fight because Adrian Granados is not a slow starter. He's gonna come out. He's gonna bring it from rounds 1 through 12. So Danny think I'm gonna sit back there and hit you with that left hook and try to pop shot you and all that. That shit not gonna work, man. I'm being honest. Like he's gonna have to fight. He's gonna have to fight to win. And he's gonna have to hurt Granados. I don't see him dropping Granados. Granados has a lot of dog in him, man. A lot of dog, and he's not gonna sit here.
So let me ask you something, CB. Would it surprise you if Adrian Granados won?
No, it wouldn't, because stylistically, it wouldn't for the simple fact of Danny Garcia not an aggressive fighter, and you know what I'm saying he's a counter puncher, and he's a very slow starter, and then he tries to pick it up. But at the same token, though, he's not aggressive like Granados. Granados can be smartly aggressive. He gave people realize that, I mean, that fight against Adrian Broner, I feel like he won that fight against Adrian Broner. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm looking at Danny Garcia nowadays on the level of Adrian Broner. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Okay. All right. Salute on that. All right. Yeah, I'll be honest here, though, guys. I kind of been bouncing around how I kind of been seeing the fight though this week though, man. Because like what CB said too, he almost did beat Adrian Broner though. But I think that here's the thing. I think that Granados' style is tailor made for Danny Garcia. I think the big expectation that for this fight is for Danny Garcia to get a highlight reel knockout. And the other thing too is this. I always notice that when Danny Garcia gets after a big fight, he'll fight against a guy that's either smaller than him or is a weight class below than him. Case in point, Raul Salka and Brandon Rios. All of them dudes were about 140 to 135-pound fighters and went up to and had to go up to 147 to face Danny Garcia. So I think that in hindsight, I think that to me, I think that Danny Garcia will win possibly by a decision victory, split decision most likely. That's what I kind of see out of that. So let's go ahead and jump on to the next thing in hand here, guys. Khan versus Brook. That's going to happen tonight. Was it? Quattro Single is a fight tonight. Khan versus Crawford.
Yeah, that and Adrian Granados versus Danny Garcia.
All right. Okay. So I'll get my personal thoughts on this. I don't believe Khan is going to win this fight. There's no way. Here's what's one thing that I've learned from what listening to Somi B Man. What I learned from him is this: there's certain fighters that have to go outside of the box to try to achieve a victory. And to me, I don't believe Khan will ever go outside of his own box because he's a guy that has had good hand speed, but tries to stand up and fight. You know what I mean? But he's just not a guy that's going to try to outbox you or things of that sort. And at most times, he leaves his chin exposed to get knocked out. And so I just don't think he's going to do that with Terrence Crawford. Now, I don't know what wrinkle he might show, but if he has something, he's better bring it tonight. But I don't see it that way. I see Khan getting knocked out smooth cold. So what y'all guys think about that? Let's go with CB.
And I'm in agreement. I got Amir Khan getting knocked out by the ninth round. I think he gets stretched. I mean, and it ain't gonna be no TKO. He's getting stretched. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford. I mean, the first 4 rounds, Terrence Crawford's gonna have to get adjusted because Amir Khan's hand speed. Amir Khan will box for the first 4 rounds, but Amir Khan just can't help himself. It's like if you put a crackhead around a whole bunch of crack and tell them to watch it and tell them don't smoke none of it, and they got their pipe and their Brillo pad and they lighter on them. They gonna fire the fuck up eventually, and that's what Amir Khan's gonna do. He's gonna box for a little bit, but he's gonna get that confidence. He's gonna get cocky. He got that UK arrogance, and like, oh yeah, man, I'm Amir Khan. I mean, then he gonna get caught and hurt in one of these rounds. It might not go down, you know what I'm saying? But by the 9th round, good night, Irene. It's gonna be a highlight reel knockout for Crawford tonight. That's what it's gonna be.
Do you see it kind of like Canelo's style type knockout where he's almost looked like he died?
Yep, he gonna visit heaven once again tonight. Like I'm serious. Like he's going to get hurt. Now I think when Canelo did that to him, I think that was a juiced up Canelo. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with you, but Khan gonna be doing a stanky leg tonight. He's about to get knocked out bad. I mean bad.
Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. All right. So, Cuatro Cinco, do you see Khan doing the stanky leg tonight? Okay. Cuatro Cinco, you there, brother?
Wait. What'd you ask my for?
I said that what you see coming out of that Khan versus Crawford fight. I see a
9th to 10th round knockout.
You see 9th to 10th round knockout. Do you see Khan doing the stanky leg before he hits the lights?
Yeah, man. The first 3 rounds.
Well,
no, I'm serious. First 3 rounds.
All right, for sure. All right, okay, Mr. Stay Ready. What you see coming out of that Khan versus Crawford fight tonight? Stay ready. You there, brother?
Yeah, I'm there. What's up?
I was saying that. What do you see coming out of that Khan versus Crawford fight tonight?
9th round knockout.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. It don't get no sweeter. First 5 rounds, Khan gonna look good. Crawford they gonna get in a slugfest probably about fourth, fifth round, but Khan gonna look good. But what's gonna happen is Khan gonna get too comfortable. Now, I believe Khan actually really been preparing for this fight. That's why I think it's gonna go longer than anything like under 9 rounds. I think it's gonna go to 9 rounds because Khan is really preparing, but he is gonna get comfortable. And once he get comfortable and start going in the about 5, 6 punch combos, that's where he gonna get caught. And like X said, I believe what X said, he gonna get a counter uppercut in him. And that's what's gonna catch. It's gonna be a counter uppercut of that hook, like Canelo caught it.
All right, for sure, for sure. Yeah, I kind of see it the same way too. I just don't see Khan doing something out of the ordinary. I mean, I believe that he's been getting ready and getting prepared for the fight. But I don't see him. I don't see him. See him knocking out Crawford, and I don't see him outboxing Crawford in the later rounds. So that's how I see it. I don't see it. I don't see Khan winning the fight. I simply don't. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and switch topics here at hand here, man, and talk about basketball. Now, for everybody else in the chat, listen up very carefully. I have been on the record, and Stay Ready can attest to this. I have been on the record and said that James Harden travels, but after doing my research and figuring out the zero stretch dribble, I must confess I was wrong. Stay ready. You were right. I was wrong about the zero stretch dribble. However, I will say this. I will say that I don't really like the zero stretch dribble because it really encourages his traveling. So let me ask CB about that though, bro. So CB, I've been on the record saying that James Harden uses the zero stretch dribble but gets away with a lot of traveling calls in most games. What's your views on James Harden?
He's a great offensive player. That has a knack, like very few we've ever seen this game for scoring. But he doesn't play. He plays absolutely zero defense. He's a one-way player. That's what I see with James Harden. He's a one-way player. Like all he does is play offense. He might give a half-ass effort here and there on defense every now and then, but for the most part, I mean, no, he does not play. He's allergic to defense, and that's his Achilles heel. Like you cannot be. That's what people say. Oh, he's the best player in the NBA. Nah, you got to do it on both ends. I'm sorry for me. You know what I'm saying? That's when LeBron said the best player in the NBA because guess what? He was doing it on both ends. I can give him credit for that. But when he stopped, that's when he fell off with me. Like you can't be just you're a great offensive talent, you're an unstoppable offensive talent, or you're the best player on the planet. Bullshit. I take none away from James Harden offensive skills. I mean, he is the man can shoot lights out. He has a knack for getting to the free throw line. So I take nothing away from him, but he has to do it on both ends of the Houston Rockets to
hold on,
But in the one to make it to the NBA Finals, he has to play defense. You know what I'm saying? He does. Can't rely on everybody. He has to do it too.
All right, Stay Ready wants to respond. Go ahead, Stay Ready.
Actually, if you've been paying attention this year, James Harden has been doing it on both ends. James, do you know James Harden is in the top 5 leading in steals this year? Like James Harden's probably gonna be on all NBA defensive team this year. Probably second team or first team. When have you ever
seen
him
making the first team? Stay ready. Let's be real now. He ain't making no first team. We're gonna keep it real now.
Name another guard. Name another guard that's getting put up. I mean, name another guard that's doing.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I got a call right there.
Oh,
but yeah, bro, he's doing his thing on both ends. He getting blocks too.
I will say this though, Stay
Not
Ready.
just steals. He's doing his thing.
All right. I will say this though. What I meant with CB is saying is, we said that in the criticism in years past that James Harden was never getting it done on both ends of the floor, but because of the injuries and also the inconsistent play, James Harden had to do more. He had to go more outside of the box and improve his defense. So I do agree with that sentiment though. But the only thing I care about what James Harden does is, can he get it done in the postseason? Can he get the Rockets over the hump and get to the finals?
And and this is nothing. My problem I have with James Harden when there's come big games, elimination games, if they're down in the series, the man don't show up. I'm
Ooh.
Yes,
saying,
what you mean he never gonna show up? Y'all can't
no,
never
no,
say.
I'm saying, hold on, hear me out, man.
Hold on,
I'm
hold on. You know
finna
what?
prove my
I'm
point.
gonna say this right
I'm
now.
finna prove my point. I'm finna prove my point right
Hold on,
now.
let me
Hold
say
on.
this. Hold on, let me say this. Let me say this.
Go ahead, go ahead.
When was James Harden drafted?
He was drafted back in 2010.
Okay, how many? What? It's 9 years ago, right? When was
Yeah,
Jordan drafted?
Jordan got
84.
drafted at 84.
He was drafted in '83.
No,
No,
84.
No,
Jordan
84.
it
84
was
draft
either way. When was Jordan's first ring?
in
91.
91.
91. How many years is that? 7, right?
Seven.
7
So we're
Yep.
years.
coming up on that. And Jordan was not clutch in the playoffs before he got his first ring. Am I lying?
No, you're
I
not
mean,
lying about
All
that.
right, then
no,
Give James Harden his due.
no, but see,
Hold on, hold on,
but
hold
in
on,
elimination games,
hold
Jordan did
on.
not disappear like that. Jordan don't go in elimination games, no 5 for 20 something from the field with like about
And he
15
didn't
points.
disappear.
You
He
know what I'm saying?
missed. At least he was trying. That's the difference. See, you got people that
No, he
don't
was
even
not trying.
actually
You know what
show
I'm
up.
saying?
He was
No, no,
trying.
man, no.
5 from
No, he
20.
was
That
not
means he
trying. Let me
taking
tell you
20
why.
shots and
Because
he's trying.
he quit in that
I
series
don't
against
knock
San
nobody
Antonio.
for trying. It's when
I
they
said, prove
completely
that. He
don't
quit.
try.
The man quit against San Antonio. No,
That
I
was
can't
years
understand.
ago. We can't keep
That was
having
2 years
the
ago.
same thing happened years ago. He was in the Western Conference Finals and lost in a game 7 by 7 points, and he was the only one that tried. Our bench only put up 11 points.
I'm not
Our
talking about
entire
last year. Like
bench put
last
up
year, you know what I'm saying?
11
Had Chris
points.
Paul,
He
I said
can't
this,
win a
Red.
game by himself.
No, but I said like this: if last year Chris Paul had never got injured, y'all beat Golden State in 6 games. If you ask me.
I don't care if Chris Paul got injured or not. If Eric Gordon and Jarrell Green and Nene would have at least dropped some points, 11 points ain't gonna do it. What's that dude name? What was
Trevor Ariza.
No, not Trevor Ariza. He only had 2 points. Bahamute didn't have no points. We didn't have nobody show up. If we had just somebody show up other than James Harden in that 7 game, we'd have won. Period.
To my
Right.
last year.
Yeah, last year we'd have won. Period. Nobody showed up but James Harden and Clint Capella. That was it. That was
Yeah,
it.
real nigga
No,
shit though, man.
I'm not talking about last year. I'm talking about even years
I'm
before
talking
that.
about
Like, you know
last year
what I'm saying? The
because
man,
y'all can't go about years before that. Y'all talking about what James Harden ain't been doing. He did it last year, so he showed up last year. But y'all
shit,
going back
Philadelphia and
2 or
Brooklyn
3 or 4 years ago. See, I'm
Five
talking about last year because that's the most recent. What have you done for me lately? He showed up the last 2 years. That's what he been doing, showing up on both ends of the court. So come
hey,
on.
Jimmy Butler and somebody from I think Jared Dudley from Brooklyn was on this motherfucker scuffling.
Oh, what? Oh,
Yeah, the game, the Sixers and the Nets on TNT.
oh shoot! I'm not even
Jared
seeing
Dudley,
that.
Jared Dudley was getting into it with Ben Simmons. I'm talking about in the beginning, in the first half of this game. You know what I'm saying? You know, he been showing his ass, like, you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna like, but I like it. You know what I'm saying? This is a good playoff series, so I fucks with it.
You know what? You know what? Actually, I will say this though. Jared Dudley's been talking a lot of smack in that series, though, calling Ben Simmons a one-dimensional player, though, bro. So that's been really a good series so far. I've been liking that Philadelphia and Brooklyn series. But I'll get into the series stuff a little bit later. Now, I will tell you this though. What I believe the criticism has been is and Harden's inability to show up in the postseason in recent past. Now, when you talk about that Game 7, you're right. I do agree that James Harden did what he could. You know, he tried to put the team on his back, and unfortunately, here's what I'm saying about this though. Why do you think that Mbao Mute and Nene were actually on that starting lineup? It's because of the fact that James Harden doesn't never tried on defense until up until this season. Stay ready. That's what I'm saying. Because when at the early of the season though, you lost about Mute and then they was off, and then you lose Trevor Reese at two good defensive players on your lineup. Now, and then to combine that with the injuries, then you start to think that the Rockets were not the team that they were a year ago. But I will give the Harden his due for playing perhaps the most unbelievable period of basketball I have ever seen out of any guard ever. But I'm just waiting to see how he'll get it done in the postseason. You get what I'm saying? Stay ready.
Yeah, I hear you, but I'm just telling you. I believe in my Rockets because when everybody was hurt, James Harden pushed us to that level.
Oh yeah,
He
no,
got
no.
us.
I'm not knocking that. Like, you know what I'm saying? To say that James Harden didn't ball out of his mind this year, that'd be a bold faced lie. You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it real. Another thing that helped the Rockets too when they got when they got the manimal Kenneth Fareed, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
That helped too
Oh
because
yeah,
he brings another dimension.
yeah, I agree with that though. I think having the addition of Kenneth Fareed, really helped things out though, bro. Especially that energy in the lineup though, bro. Really
Yeah,
helped them out big time.
it did. And then he can cover and he does like a lot of the dirty work too. So that helps a lot too. So I'm expecting like the Rockets and the Warriors in the second round. That's going seven again.
Oh, you better believe. I believe that to be a second. So let me hear 503 about this whole the topic though. Do you got anything you want to say about it? Or you
What topic you said, bro?
We were talking about James Harden's inability to show up in the postseason, though. That was that's the topic of discussion at hand, though. What's your thoughts about that, though, man?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm from Houston, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really no Rockets fan though. I'm more of a Golden State guy and a San Antonio Spurs type of guy, man. I think what the Rockets problem is they don't really have no true identity. And they kind of do the pick and pop thing, the pick and roll thing with Harden. But once these teams in the playoffs make that adjustment, you know what I'm saying, with James Harden and the pick and pop and a few of those other guys that they have, like with Clint Capella and Chris Paul and whatnot, you kind of figure them out. You know what I'm saying? I think they once they find themselves on offense and they don't solely depend on James Harden and Chris Paul to do most of the scoring, I think that they would be in the finals and they could get past Golden State. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna just say this, man. The West is a beast to get out of, bro. It really is, man. It's a juggernaut, man. That's why dudes can't, like all these LeBron James fanboys, like Shannon Sharp, Nick Wrong, Chris Broussard, all these guys, man. That's why they can't get their heads wrapped around the fact that LeBron is not in the playoffs. The
Hey,
West
the biggest fanboy 503 is Shannon Sharp, boy. The blasphemy he speak on TV every day. I'd be like, this nigga's unbelievable.
yeah, yeah. That's why I say, Nick. That's why I say you still can't. They still can't get their head wrapped around the fact that LeBron James is out the playoffs, man. The West is a different type of animal, bro. You know what I'm saying? That brought LeBron James to his injury. Trying to put the team on his back at this later stage in his career, man. The West is a different type of animal. So with that being said, man, I salute James Harden, for staying in the West because he could have easily went to the East. He didn't have to re-sign with Rockets. He could have got money anywhere, So by him coming to my city, I'm thankful for that, man. If you bring a championship to my city, or even if we contend for the finals, man, I salute it. Because we love our basketball down here as much as well as our football and boxing. So yeah, man, I'm not gonna bash James Harden too much, man. They just don't have a good identity, in my opinion. And if a key person gets hurt, then they're fucked. So this year, bro, I want everybody to be healthy. I want Golden State to beat the Rockets with their whole entire lineup, bro. And that's just me, because I'm not a Rockets fan, man. I've been a Golden State fan since they drafted Steph and Clay. So it is what it is, man. I got Golden State winning in the finals.
All right.
Period.
All right, for sure, for sure. Actually, I wanted to get into that debate that we had on Quattro Cinco's channel earlier about Kobe, about the Kobe and MJ argument, though. You know what I mean? So, can you repeat what your stance was? 503.
Oh yeah, man. Basically, bro, I just feel like Kobe and LeBron is from two different eras. I think when LeBron came into the league, he was still in the Detroit era. Where they had Ben Wallace, Billups, Rashard Lewis, Rip Hamilton. He came in. He came in, of course, when Boston was at its peak, and of course Kobe was dominating with Paul Gasol, Rick Fox, Derek Fisher and whatnot. So I mean, he just had to grow, man. He had to grow, and I honestly feel like Kobe is in his own era, and I think LeBron is in his own era. I think they just ran parallel with each other. One was at his peak, and then when the other one was at his peak, the other one was falling. So I just feel like, of course, Kobe did what he did, man. But I think LeBron did what he did in a better era of basketball, a better era of superstars. But I'm not taking nothing away from Kobe because he does have 5 rings. But you got to credit Shaq, for those first 2 or 3 rings that he got. If they got 2 or 3 rings together, you got to credit Shaq for that.
Well,
So the last.
Well, let me counter argument to that. When you're
Okay.
talking about the Shaq and Kobe led teams during that period, I'm gonna mute your mic real quick. So when you talk about those championship teams, let's be real about what the Western Conference was at that time. The Western Conference in the early 2000s, you had Sacramento, you had San Antonio, you had Portland, you had Dallas, you had even my Timberwolves with KG at that time. They was loaded back in the day. So when you're talking about the front lines of those teams, the Eastern Conference during the early 2000s had horrible front lines, and Shaq was able to feast on them whenever he wanted to. Now, the 2000 team was a team that basically that went through Shaq fully. Now, when you talk about 01 and 02, Kobe became his own. So what I think about that era is I think that when you're talking about, if you're saying, oh, Kobe, LeBron came in 03 and it wasn't his time yet, I could agree with that. But I would say that in the 2010 era, it's been LeBron's type of era, even though he's lost many finals and also won some. But I think that Kobe has been the most dominant player for that particular era going back to 1996. So that was kind of my point with that. And now we got King Louie in the house, though, bro. What's up, King Louie?
Salute, family.
Hey, y'all. How you doing, though, man? So we've been talking some basketball. Go ahead and shooting the stuff about basketball, though, bro. So,
Yeah, who said James Harden won't be first team All NBA?
I think I was Stay Ready earlier today. I'm not sure.
No, he said first. He said James Harden will be first team
what you
All
talking about?
Defensive.
Oh, defense. Hell no.
No, what I say?
No, he said James Harden.
I thought you said James Harden wouldn't have been somebody. Yeah. I thought somebody said James Harden wasn't going to be first team All NBA.
Wait.
No, that wasn't me. Y'all
No,
know
I'm
damn well.
sorry.
Hey, I'm riding with mine.
But if you said first team All Defense, you crazy as shit.
He is first team. I mean, I ain't say he first team. I say he's on the All Defense team.
He'll be on one of the 3.
The 2. He gonna be on 2. He gonna be on second team All Defense.
Okay.
Fair enough. Yeah,
I can't argue that.
Can't argue that, but I'm just trying to.
His defense have got better over the years, though, bro. I'm not even gonna.
But that's
just these 2 years. Other than that nigga was not playing defense before that. I think Chris Paul helped him with his defense a little bit.
Well, it shouldn't take a guy like Chris Paul to let you know to enforce the fact you got to shut dudes down.
Chris Paul is a pit bull, man. We all know how Chris Paul is.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't disagree with that. But I'm saying though, bro, that you should be motivated yourself to try to be a very good defensive player, though, bro. That's what I'm saying. But it's neither here or there. So I was actually going to talk about the argument that 503 made earlier today between the different eras that they dominated between Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. And LeBron James. So now, what do you think which player dominated their own particular era? Would you say Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, King Louie?
Truth be told, dominance is being there. I have to give that to LeBron just because I'm not discounting what he did with Shaq. But after Shaq, we know it was a little struggle, you know what I'm saying, to get back to them playoffs. And then when he did get in the playoffs, he got knocked out in the first round by Steve Nash. So the influence and dominance, and LeBron James just went to 8 straight finals. And I'm not a LeBron James. That's some Bill Russell shit. So dominance is no comparison, but better player, Kobe.
All right. Let's hear from CB. What you think about this, brother?
I mean, first off, far as like dominance, I can make an argument for Kobe just as well because, I could say, like, yeah, Kobe won 3 with Shaq, and then after that, you know what I'm saying, when they traded Shaq, they had a setback for a couple years. Then they rebuilt it, and they got back in the playoffs eventually, and then they went on and won a couple of extra rings. He went to 3 finals after Shaq, and won 2 of them. you
Okay.
know. And so, but I mean, yeah, LeBron, saying had more MVPs and
Hey,
saying more,
and just for a stat, so y'all understand, James Harden is second in steals this year. Second. Paul George is one. James Harden is second. So if y'all don't think he increased his defense, y'all must be out y'all damn mind.
yeah, but you can get steals from all the cross-court passes that people do
Yeah,
nowadays. So
all
that's
ball.
Hey,
like
but if you hold on, you must
a
ain't been watching the games and watching him ripping people. No, he's been ripping people. Not just playing the passing lanes. He's been ripping people.
I mean, well, if he have stay ready, I mean, that's good. What I'm saying, but I just want to see him, saying when the lights are on bright, you got to shine bright like a diamond. You know what I'm saying? Because he's one of
I'm
the
telling
diamonds
you,
in the league.
he will. I
You can't
promise you.
lose a
This year is
game
his
six
year.
against the
This is James
Spurs
Harden year.
without Kawhi Leonard.
Thank you.
When you finna eliminate them, you got them in an elimination game. You allow them to come to game seven and lose games. James Harden should have never got to game seven against the Spurs. That's the
Thank you.
only series I hold against him. That's the only series I hold
But
against
hold
him.
on. You know something I got to say about that too is that that year we had Dwight Howard, bro, and it was a
Hmm.
whole bunch going on in that locker room, and I didn't want Dwight Howard. To be honest with you, I did not want Dwight Howard in Houston. I never defended Dwight Howard. I never been a Dwight Howard fan ever.
Yeah, I agree with that, and I respect
And that
that.
was
But
that was a part of, man, when you got counselors in the locker room, man, you never know what's going on, bro. You
Ginobili
never
took
know
that
what's going
nigga's
on behind the
soul.
scenes.
Ginobili took that nigga's soul on that block. Cause game seven, he still had another game to go. I feel like, bro, they knew they had in the game six. They were like, how the fuck we gonna beat them? And they didn't have Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
And then we go to game seven, like you say, it could be the council shit that was in the locker room. Like you said, I never liked the Dwight Howard style of play.
Me neither. I can't stand it. Dwight
He a
Howard is
crybaby,
big.
man. I mean,
How
Dwight
you
Howard's always
how
been a
you only
crybaby.
six, bro? Y'all know Dwight Howard is only about 6'8", 6'9". He not tall.
Yeah, he's 6'9", you know what I'm saying? But for his height, I mean, he was a ferocious rebounder.
He
It
was a
was his
And he was
center.
a shot blocker.
athleticism. It was his athleticism. He was
That was
jumping
it.
out the gym, but he never learned no fundamental low post game and shit. He don't got no go to move. That's
No.
why he struggles. That's why he has struggled since he left Orlando because he can't jump like he used to.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly, though, man.
No, no, but Dwight Howard just don't got the dog in him. He's
You
a
got it.
crybaby. I think that when he used to let Kendrick Perkins punk his ass when
Man,
it was
yeah,
Orlando
big
versus
Kendrick
Boston.
Perkins. He from down here this way. He from Beaumont.
Man, that boy a monster, boy.
Yeah, but the way
No,
he would just cry, you know what
I'm
I'm saying?
talking
Because
about like
that's my
mentality.
cousin's
That's I
homeboy.
like
I'm gonna
a
tell y'all
felt.
something. That's my cousin homeboy. If y'all, I'm gonna be honest with you. Kendrick ain't even as fierce as people think he is.
Hmm.
hey, tell Dwight Howard that though.
Dwight Howard, gay. But we'll see. That's
Oh
a
yeah.
whole nother conversation. I ain't even finna
No,
get.
but
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
go
saying,
on
but I
mute.
mean, but the defense that Kendrick Perkins was playing on Dwight Howard, man, he was playing. I'm talking about A1. I was like, dang, I'm talking about Dwight Howard couldn't move him for nothing.
Mm.
Facts. Facts, though, bro. I mean, I don't understand how. Why I don't understand why people saw the value in Dwight Howard other than his athletic ability. I never really liked Dwight Howard anyway because he never developed the post game. He was only more of a pick and roll player who could just basically throw lobs over. He survived on his athleticism and leaping ability, but never had basic fundamentals. And now bouncing around teams, you saw how he was. You
Hmm.
saw how he is at this point. I
He looked good with the Hornets, but you gotta look at the fucking Hornets, nigga. In the year that he looked good, they didn't even make the playoffs.
right,
Real
exactly.
shit. So it's like, man,
And what's the sad part about it is, Kobe Bryant, tried to push him to try to be, as
great.
edgy as Shaquille O'Neal, but
And he
Dwight,
ran.
but Dwight Howard ran from the smoke. He ran from the smoke from the pressure of winning a championship in LA because he
That nigga
wanted to
knew
have
he was a fraud. He knew he was a fraud. He knew he couldn't do that work. Everything. The only reason he was at the height in the place he was just because of the athleticism. Man got dunk contest for dunking from the free throw line. Didn't even dunk it. Come on, man.
right.
Real
I
shit.
Oh, it was straight height.
right, real shit though, bro,
And then
real
you knew
shit.
he was, and then y'all knew he was soft when he talked on. Well, Shaq doesn't want to unite me the new Superman, and Shaq. I'm like, dude, you a grown ass man. Make your way. Shut the fuck up.
Or
Kareem
What are you
just
told the
talking
Lakers fan, y'all niggas ain't missing nothing. That nigga ain't. Trust me, he ain't what you think he is. And
he
I
said,
be damn.
I'll be damned though too, bro. Honestly, if I had Shaquille O'Neal's height though, I mean, if I had Dwight Howard's built though, bro, I'd go up there and slap Shaquille O'Neal right now. That's what I do.
Facts.
about? That's an ass whooping been waiting for you.
That don't
Shaq,
matter. It don't matter. I
Shaq is
take.
an abnormally large dude, so I mean, Shaq
All
would have
Shaq
knocked
gotta
Dwight
do is
Howard
fall
ass
on
up.
your bitch ass.
Oh yeah, Shaq can't
That's
even
all he
punt.
gonna do.
Listen, Shaq can't even punch. He couldn't even punch Brad Miller in the face back in
No,
2002, and he had a free shot up.
Abel, I got some bad news for you, man. Shaq wasn't trying to punch Brad Miller. He could have.
Listen, if Shaq would have connected on that shit, Shaq would never be able to play basketball again.
Thank you.
Facts, my
You know what I'm
nigga.
saying?
He thought
But
about
Shaq,
this shit
yeah, he
and
did.
pulled back. Cause listen, he would have murdered that man. That would have
And
been worse
he had
than
a
that shit.
clean
Lucas
shot too, a
Brown,
clean shot.
not Lucas Brown. What's that boy that played for the Clippers that knocked that boy on?
You mean
Got the
Kermit? You mean Kermit Washington over Ruby Tomjanovich?
no, this was a black guy. Black guy. He played for the Clippers and shit. And I think he got to fighting with some cat. I gotta remember his name, Marcus Lucas or some shit like that. He was nothing. Only thing he known for is
Maurice Lucas?
Mark. Yeah, that boy right there. Punch like that. Well, boy, he hit the ground, nigga. That would have killed him. On God, that would have killed him.
Shaq would have caught a murder. He would have caught
Yeah.
a murder if he'd have hit Brad Miller.
Oh yeah. How about the fact that he tried to do that to Charles Oakley, huh?
I
I
mean,
don't
shit.
know.
Charles Oakley wouldn't have been no punk, but let's be real now. Charles Oakley wasn't never no hoe. Like he was an enforcer with every team. Like he was Michael Jordan first enforcer when he was with the Bulls, and then the Bulls traded him to the Knicks, and he was an enforcer there. He slapped shit out Charles Barkley, and Charles Barkley didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? Mr. So-called tough guy, Charles Barkley.
Yep.
Yeah, facts
Charles
on.
Barkley is fake tough guy.
Man, Charles Barkley is a butter biscuit Tom ass nigga. That's what he is.
Oh
I
man.
ain't never liked Charles Barkley. He's always been a piece of shit to me with awesome. We're the criminals. If you don't get your the white man ass out of here, bitch,
Hey, say it again, CV.
us black people, we're the criminals. We're doing criminal things. I don't know why, but I mean, we're just criminals. Eat a dick, man.
Man, that man just be talking, bro. They pay him just to get on there and say old man shit. That man be talking like an old man with dementia and shit. Just be saying shit. Just be
He
talking.
said that good old boy shit. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying? He one of them good old boys.
Hey, you remember that? Hey, you remember that time that Shaquille O'Neal and Shaquille O'Neal and Charles Barkley were arguing in the TNT studios about LeBron James once? That was some funny shit, though, bro.
What happened?
There was a discussion about, well, LeBron James don't want to compete. That's what Barkley said. Y'all remember that one, guys?
Yeah.
And I to a sense I agree.
Oh man, bro, that was probably one of the most epic arguments I've seen on that. Every time Shaquille O'Neal and Shaq, when Shaq and
Did
Barkley
Michael Jordan go join fucking Charles Barkley and Akeem Olajuwon in
Nope.
their primes? Nigga, listen, this what motherfucker be trying to sit there and kill me when they talk about KD. If you go look at motherfucking what LeBron James did with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade, those was them 3 top 20 players in their primes. Bosh was 13, Dwayne Wade was 4, LeBron James was 2, because Kobe was still ranked number 1 in the world. That's why I'm like, how has this man been the best player in the world since he got in the NBA? Okay, but this nigga did some shit like that, and then you go look at what he did to go beat nigga. Paul Pierce wasn't even top 50 no more. Motherfucking Kevin Garnett was 26 and Ray Allen was like 40 something. They did that to go beat them. But you talking about it was a different time. Nigga, don't you know motherfucking Magic Larry had a big 3, but it was just he was the top of his big 3. And then the rest of them, like Kevin McHale and I forgot the other dude name and shit like that.
Yeah,
it wasn't no big factor, but
Larry Bird, Kevin McHale,
Dennis Johnson, all these boys. And then with Magic Johnson, you had James Worthy, you had Kareem, but he's still a Kareem nigga. The Skyhook, you got motherfucking
Michael
Magic.
Thompson.
Man, these folks, listen.
Byron
And
Scott.
did Michael go join other motherfuckers to go beat them, or he beat them? But they gonna say they were past their prime. These niggas, he went and built a top 20 team to go beat them with already out their prime, and he couldn't beat them. Come on, man.
But King Louis, okay, he finally got past him, and then you still lost in the finals to Dirk.
To Dallas, to Dirk.
Unacceptable. And your ass disappeared because Dwayne Wade tried to carry you to the title, but you disappeared, Mr. So-called.
They try to make LeBron James a closer. At that point, like the style of play we see LeBron playing with right now is because of year 2 of Miami. When Dwayne Wade gave that team to LeBron, they allowed him to play that style of play, and he hasn't learned how to play no other style. But when they try to make him the closer, when Dwayne Wade gets him there and then LeBron James cops it off, he nutted up in the finals. So they knew that shit wasn't gonna work. I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, LeBron James, don't make it seem like LeBron James been playing this style of play his whole damn career. When he beat them goddamn Detroit Pistons, when he scored 28 something damn points in that 4th quarter and overtime and shit like that, scrape. He
Yep.
didn't pass no goddamn ball. He was playing Michael Jordan style, but when he got to that stage, he couldn't do what Michael Jordan did. But he could be great in another type of way. But don't you ever try to compare yourself to Mike or not even Kobe.
No, them
Real
them two
shit.
assassins. Them talking about whether they miss it or not. They gonna take their shot and they gonna and they'll take the blame on them. Not well. My teammate or this person do this and that. You
I
know what I'm
made the
saying?
right pass and it was the right play. He rather pass it to you to miss it and put the blame on you and say, I made the right pass. Nigga, you supposed to took that shot. You ain't supposed to
Thank
give
you.
it to no motherfucking George Hill, nigga, when you got Steph Curry on you, nigga, with the clock down. You stupid bitch. I ain't
Why
man,
you
nigga, I'm
why you
going
give
to
it to
the
Cal Corver
hole.
or Cal Corver? You know what I'm saying? You want to pass shoot, you want to make the right basketball play. No. You saw the call best player on the planet. Like, no, man, you supposed to make that. You see what Kevin Durant did? No.
Oh
This,
God.
this, this
In
dude
your
right here.
motherfucking grill, nigga.
In your grill, but not only that, but guess what though? When they was when what's that when Steph Curry and Klay Thompson was playing like ass, Kevin Durant took that game over in
Hmm.
LeBron's house in his home state of Ohio.
Mm.
Took it over.
Statement shit. Now listen, those what make you great, my nigga. Not no
Thank
shit
you.
you trying to create the narrative and well, I feel like I nigga, nah, bro. You gotta sit here and do some shit great, nigga. Now the greatest thing I can sit there and say he did, and he had some help with it, with the fucking 73-9. Cause like I ain't even gonna count the Draymond Green shit. But I'm gonna count Iguodala was hurt, nigga. And then come back to game 7, nigga, and he could barely move on the fucking court, nigga.
Bad back.
But you you could thank Kyrie Irving for saving LeBron. Just LeBron to take that shot. Kyrie
Facts,
Irving took that
facts.
shot.
Man, Kyrie had 40 in a couple games in that damn finals. Then he
He was the
Abel.
Finals MVP, King Louis.
To be
They
To
gave
honest
me,
it
with
to
you, I think
LeBron.
on
Kyrie should
God.
have got it that did,
On God, because if Kyrie wasn't there, they wouldn't even never got
but
swept.
LeBron was averaging a triple double for that finals. I
He
can't
Yeah,
gonna
take
but
that
average a
away from
triple
him
double.
either.
Listen,
Huh?
Tyreek Evans can put up them same numbers. He did it with the Kings when they put him at the point guard position. And then when you see him fall off, that's when they trying to put him at the 3, trying to put him at the 2. But his best position, because of what he's 6'5", he's not that good, like basic fundamental, but you put him in that damn point guard position, that take off. Man, bro, I'm telling you, it's a lot of casters in the NBA. If they can do what LeBron James do, they can do it. They'll allow him to do it. Because listen, you got the ball. Listen, you got 6 assists. I don't give a fuck. You got 8 assists. You got 6 turnovers on average. So man, come on, folks.
Hey, you got
Okay.
a whole live one right there on the ground. I'm sorry.
What you saying, Abel?
No, I was going to say, though, stay away. What's your point you're trying to make? Okay, he went on mute, though. So here's my point I want to make on that, though, guys. I believe that, that LeBron, is never, it was, is when you look back at his career, when it's all said and done, we could say that he's one of the top 5 greatest players in the game. But to me, he
that's
just,
debatable, Abel. That's debatable.
well, there you go. Well, there you go. That I said, like I said, it's up for debate. I agree with that. But what I think about when LeBron James is this, he was passive in big moments, and most times he deferred away from taking the big shot until he won his first ring. And then after that, the thing is, LeBron, could you all agree that LeBron could be passive in big moments?
Oh, absolutely. We know that. You know what I'm saying?
This is
But,
where the
but
unselfless
let me say,
LeBron came from.
but Abel,
My bad.
why
I got a call, man.
Seen just
Go ahead.
put up here on Twitter. Dillian White is fighting Oscar Rivas on July 20th in London. No
You know
dead
what?
serious.
You know what? Who really gives a shit about what Dillian White fights, though, man? All he's gonna
But
do is he's just gonna complain about, oh, I ain't gotta fight with Wilder because I gotta fight this Minotaur in Ortiz or Brazil. Why should I fight the Minotaurs though, bro? Man, shut up, man.
I've done enough, pussy.
I'm done enough, man. I mean, I done enough to do, man. I think I deserve to have to fight. I don't even want to hear it though, bro. I don't care who Dillian White fights. I really don't care. Tell him to put his balls up and fight against either Wilder, fight against Luis Ortiz or
Man, tell that
Dominic.
man to retire, bro. Fuck on Dylan White, bro.
Agree,
Straight up.
agree. Real talk. Tell this dude to retire, though, man. I'm so sick and tired of hearing Dylan White's name, no man. But anyway, let me get back to the conversation at hand there before CB gave us the announcement on the tweet.
Man,
When you
Brooklyn
say,
playing.
oh, I know,
I'm talking
exactly.
about Brooklyn is out here balling.
Oh yeah,
Oh God.
oh yeah. Let me check out the score
It's
on that.
88-81, but Jimmy Buckets got ejected and Dudley got ejected. And I'm talking about soon Dudley got ejected. Ben came down with 2 monsters arm slams. Real
Oh,
shit. Dudley got that boy on lock.
did Jared Dudley got ejected in that game?
Yeah, and that
Yeah, 'cause
scuffle, that
he
one
started the
scuffle.
scuffle, and he shouldn't have got it. He should Jimmy Butler shouldn't have got ejected because then like he
Oh
threw a
yes he
punch.
did. Yes he did. Yes he did. Because when he punched him in the back, Jelly came up and pushed Embiid, and he came in there and aggravated. Like when some shit like that, you don't supposed to. He came in and pushed him, and it was the way, and then it aggravated. Ben should have got one too. Ben should have got a flagrant too. He got it in his face, and then pushed him in. He made it look like it was an accident, but he chest bumped him into the reporters and shit like that. But Joel got a flagrant one, and they ejected both them other boys.
Yeah,
Boy, that,
Butler and Dudley got ejected.
Jimmy Butler and Jerry Dudley got ejected.
well,
Chris Levert, that boy got 24 points right now, 9 of 15 in the third quarter.
man, oh man.
Karis been balling. You know what I'm saying? Karis LeVert been balling real serious.
Who that boy?
Hey
That's a good
man,
game.
man, I'm telling you that Brooklyn and Philadelphia series though, bro, it's getting more intense though, bro. It's been probably one of the best first round series.
I think Brooklyn. I'm not Brooklyn. I think the Sixers are getting exposed because everybody thought the Sixers was going to sweep these cats.
I never even considered that the Philadelphia 76ers as a title contender. Real talk. Because there's just so many flaws of that team that are just exploitable, bro. I never could picture in my mind the 76ers being a title contender. Just never thought in my mind that could be that way because Ben Simmons can't shoot. I mean, he's a triple-double machine, but he can't shoot. You know, they don't have a good ball handler to help with the full court press. And also, Jimmy Butler can be consistent in his shooting, though, bro.
Not in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. Except
I'm talking about not in that fourth quarter. That boy gonna take over.
Agreed. Yep.
But only thing I feel like they got they where they struggling at is with the Embiid and Simmons. That man, bro, they better with one out the flow. So they just got to go. They just got to build their team around one of the two players, Embiid or Simmons. And I can see why you want to, like, because in the first you'll say Simmons because of Joel Embiid's back problem. But shit, it look like he ain't having those problems. So I might have to go with Embiid.
Embiid's the better player and has more of an impact on the game. Ben Simmons can't shoot if his life depended on it. Joel Embiid is the franchise.
Let me tell you this, though, bro.
Go ahead, Abel.
Yeah, I was going to say, though, too. Do you guys believe – you know what I always think about Ben Simmons, though, bro? I feel like he shoots with the wrong hand because I feel like he's more right-handed than left-handed. Do you guys see that way?
He's ambidextrous, so I don't know which one he go about.
Right. Because he tried shooting – because here's what I'm saying. When he was in college at LSU, he tried shooting with his right hand, but then he stuck with his left hand. And I'm like, bro, which hand do you want to shoot with? You know what I'm saying? Because the dude can do pretty much everything in terms of passing, in terms of finishing ability, and do all the other stuff, though, but still he can't shoot.
But listen, in the playoffs, you can take that hole from a nigga if they only one dimensional. That's why this nigga say he one dimensional. Like all he gonna do is go to the hole. So all you gotta do is just give him the jumper, force him to shoot, and then when he come in the paint, nigga, we doubling him. We trying to get that ball out your hand, and then you notice, like when the competition go up, you gonna start seeing this man struggle, man. And I feel like he's cheating the game of basketball because he's not putting in that work. Ain't no way, bruh. 3 years, he ain't got no. This man ain't even hit a three yet. Giannis been hitting threes, bro.
Right. Agreed.
Giannis has been getting better. Like,
I know. I'm scared. I'm scared about what Giannis can do when he gets older. You know what I'm saying? I'm real talk, bro. Hey, stay ready. What did you think about between the comparison between Giannis and Ben Simmons?
Ain't no comparison.
Hell no.
It's really not.
Yeah, man. I can't fan him to the fact that, and then you add the fact that Zion Williams is gonna come in next year in the NBA, bro. Woo!
Hey, I think Zion gonna be a little bit hype.
John Morant about.
John
I
Morant.
like John Morant.
Me
John
too.
Morant. That boy look like Curry a little bit. He look like Curry a little bit. The way he
Right.
shoot that bitch.
But see,
But he can take it to the hole.
Curry took Davidson to a Final Four by himself. John
Yep.
Morant ain't that cold.
Well, that's true. I
But
agree.
listen, he didn't do it his first year. He advanced each year. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't go screw first year. I think he was the Elite 8, then the Final Four, the 16 or something like that. So,
You know what?
go ahead.
You know what's so angry? You know I get angry about that, about the Curry draft. We had two opportunities to draft Steph Curry, but the Timberwolves drafted Johnny Flynn and Ricky Rubio.
Stupid shit, boy. Ricky
Right.
fucking Rube. Two
Hey,
point guard,
Ricky
two
Rubio.
guards.
Hey, Ricky Rubio was tearing it up over there in Europe. Now I can't
But
take nothing
Flynn
away
was a
from him.
good pick. He just
But
had
he
injuries.
just injuries though, bro. But still, when you're able to create a shot, create shots, you know what I'm saying, and lead and basically beat a disciplined Wisconsin team, bro, you got a game. And for me, the fact that I look at Curry and look what he's done for Golden State, and now we could have had him in our team. Ugh.
It just didn't happen overnight, folks. You know, his concern was his size and his ankles. His ankles was problems with him in college too. So it translated. That's why the man made 40 million for four years, nigga, and was the 2-time MVP in that contract time. So it was like he bet on himself, and it was on Jerry West. Didn't quit on him.
Right.
The Knicks could have
Agreed.
had him too. And the Knicks,
Agreed.
who did they draft? I forgot who the Knicks drafted that year.
Shoot. Let me go back to that Curry draft though.
Cause
But hey,
Blake Griffin went first that year.
yep, Blake Griffin went first that year. So let me ask CB this though, bro. If the Bulls do get the number one overall pick, do you think you should take Zion Williamson or John Morant? What do you think?
Honestly, me, I would take Ja Morant because he fits what the Bulls need.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
I
all
like,
right,
Zion only could do one
and
thing is
I,
jump.
to me, I like Ja Morant as a better player. I mean, Zion, when you have athletic and explosibility, you have potential. So I mean, you know, John Williamson to be good, but I do not like Chris Dunn as our point guard. That motherfucker got to go. Not now, but right
I think
motherfucking
his
now.
confidence gone. His
of
confidence
course,
gone.
Man, I
right.
mean, he can't shoot if it's like dude. I mean,
He
you are
got
a
it. He got
defender.
it. He just once he missed two or three, it gets in him. You can see it, and he don't want to shoot it no more. I just think he just gotta man, just shoot that bitch as long as you out there on that court, man, bro. Get your confidence back, bro. That man lost his confidence with the Timberwolves. That's why they traded his ass.
You know what? That's what happens when you have Tom Thibodeau as your first coach in the NBA, destroying your
Facts.
confidence there, bro.
Hey,
So
Defensive minded coach.
Thibodeau is a monster. He single handedly broke that Bulls team down. Like
He
he
ran
fucked
Derrick
Luol
Rose into
Deng
the
off.
ground.
He fucked Luol Deng off. You know what I'm saying? Ran
and
him
also
rolled him out in practice. Blew Derrick Rose ACL out because there's no fucking way Derrick Rose is still supposed to be in that game against the Sixers. We are by that much
I swear
with
to
a
God, I
minute
said the same thing.
with 90 seconds left, and I was mad. I was like, at 5 minutes, I was like, why the fuck is Derrick Rose still playing?
agreed. That's what I was saying. The same thing, bro.
How the fuck Thibodeau get another fucking job after doing it to that team?
Because no, I'm gonna tell you what Minnesota thought. Minnesota looked at like, well, you know, when he first got there, his first 4 years there, the Bulls were like number one or number two in the NBA in defense. They had 60 win seasons, 50
Yeah.
plus win seasons every year. So like they're gonna teach these young boys how to defend. Well, Andrew Wiggins, you know what I'm saying, across the town, they just don't have that dog in them, man.
They don't
They
got it. They don't. They like to play Fortnite, bro. I follow these cats, nigga. They ain't really taking basketball like that.
not at all.
Like,
And they just look at the money they just gave Carl Anthony Towns. That man good.
man,
He don't care. Why
that's
would he care?
crazy.
That man paid. He don't care. I wouldn't care neither. You just gave me about 170 some $1 million. I wouldn't give a damn.
Right. Right.
Man.
And then also you got the Instagram thought controversy around with Jimmy Butler, though, bro. But that's a subject for another.
Oh, yeah, he smashed that bitch. He hit that bitch. He like, hey, he went straight disrespect. He like, y'all niggas some bitches. And he like, okay, I'm gonna show y'all better than I can tell you. Like when he went inside the practice and got the second team, nigga, and beat the starters and told them, bitch, y'all need me, nigga. Like these niggas some bitches, man, in Minnesota, bro. I feel bad for you,
Oh
folks.
man, I
I feel
know,
bad
bro.
for you, man.
Real man.
I
I mean, Jimmy Butler told them boys what they are. They is some bitches. You know what I'm saying? We ain't finna stand in front like them dudes are straight hoes, man. They ain't got no dog in them. You know,
right.
they made it to the NBA. I was telling Jimmy Butler had to go through the gutter. He was the last pick he was the 30th pick in the first round. He had to earn his way up there. He had to grind to the top.
Facts.
Man,
Nobody
Andrew
seen
Wiggins and
Jimmy
Carson
Butler
Towns,
being
the
what
number
he
one
is.
pick, handed to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, now. Anthony Towns went to Kentucky, was damn it on an undefeated team. Andrew Wiggins at Kansas. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't really they ain't have to get it from the mud the way he did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They
No, I agree with that.
they pussies, man. I'm talking about like no backbone having ass dudes. Both of them.
So,
Pussy.
so yeah, stay ready. You got any thoughts about what we were talking about?
What's up?
I was basically we were about talking about how Jimmy
And I'm
Butler.
gonna holler. Hey, I'm gonna holler at you. Hey, boy, I gotta get up. I gotta take care of some business. I'm gonna holler at you. All right.
All right, for sure, man. Thanks for coming.
All right, y'all
What?
be easy.
What'd you say, Abe?
I was basically we were talking about how Jimmy Butler destroyed the foundation of that of the Timberwolves though when they basically hired Tom Thibodeau and allowed.
Honestly, I'm not saying he did. I don't think he did. I think it was all Tom Thibodeau. Tom Thibodeau brought a culture over that wasn't a mesh. And then you got soft players. I'm sorry. Sometimes you need those veteran type leadership.
Right.
Jimmy Butler brought in a type of environment or leadership that's an old school mind leadership. And this time it just got aired out in the public. How you think Jordan used to treat them players? Way worse than Jimmy Butler was.
Oh
Jimmy
yeah.
Butler was a veteran leader that was leading the team and scoring and everything else. I'm not gonna fault Jimmy Butler for what he was doing. You just got a whole new generation that's soft. It's soft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, it's soft. I'm not blaming Jimmy Butler for what happened with Minnesota.
No, we ain't blaming
Carl,
Jimmy Butler.
Carl Towns is soft.
We blaming Thibodeau because I just look at Thibodeau like this here. If you look at the talent that was in Minnesota and then the talent that Thibodeau had with the Bulls, he started bringing in Taj Gibson, who thinking about bringing in Jim Ken. Bruh, these niggas ain't talented as nobody on this damn Timberwolves team. But
Facts.
he was ready to go to some nigga that he know that them boys just ain't got it in them, bro. They some bitches. They just straight up like Andrew Wiggins. That's
I
why
agree.
he's a walking meme in the NBA, bro. I don't nobody respect Andrew Wiggins.
Right. And you know how I feel about that every time I see him in the Target Center. I gave him that evil look in my eye, like you fucking piece of shit. Like the organization gave you that kind of money and you're not doing a damn thing about it. Fuck you. That's
Dude.
why. That's why I've always feel that we should have given the contract extension to Jimmy Butler to send the message loud and clear that if you don't improve your play, you're getting bounced out. But you know how soft these players are these days.
Man, they started playing good right after Jimmy got traded.
Yeah,
Right
but
after Jimmy got traded. Some of
yeah,
they had throwing up numbers and shit, having fun, and they losing. I'm like, these niggas is some bums.
I know
Y'all happy because y'all can get y'all numbers now and nobody telling y'all bitches no more. Man, these niggas, man, it's crazy, man. I don't know
Yeah,
what to think.
yeah, man,
I couldn't get that type of money and I had no type of dog in you.
for sure. Yep. All right. Okay, go guys. I actually got to get going though. I got some stuff to take care of, man. So let's give out our final words though, Brandon. So King Louis, go ahead and give me your final words, brother.
Man, appreciate the opportunity, Abel, man. It's a pleasure as always. And till next time.
All right, stay ready. Go ahead and give me your last words, brother.
Man, appreciate you for bringing me on, man. Y'all can follow me at Stay Ready Boxing TV, man. And y'all make sure y'all subscribe, like, and share my brother Abel Mahari videos, man. And keep cranking out these weekend videos, man. And if I get a chance, I will jump on every time.
Oh yeah, and I also got my first video of the Jersey Collection series though. So go ahead and check it out and share it off if you want to.
I think it was the Chris Webber one.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go look at it. I seen it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You seen that one? Stay ready.
I
Okay, he
think he
probably
might be
dropped.
gone.
Now,
Yeah,
have I seen which one?
the Jersey Collection series. I featured about Chris Webber. You seen that one?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so go ahead and check that out, though, bro. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and then
All
I'll.
right, I'm gonna check it out.
All right, for sure, guys. Y'all take care, everybody.
All right, family.
All right, guys. This is another edition of a Bill Mahari, MehariNation Sports Podcast here. Thanks for King Louis. Stay ready. 503 Lion, and also Quattro Cinco there for joining us here today, though, man. Everybody in the chat, smash the like button on the way out, though, bro. I will not go live tomorrow because of Easter Sunday, though, man. But I'll be back next week, same time, same place. But later on tonight, I'm gonna feature number 9 of my top 10 greatest first round series in NBA playoff history. Next on the list, though, man. So y'all stay tuned. I'll try to come back right around 8 p.m. Central Time. So this is Bill Mahari, represent MehariNation Sports Podcast here. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to the entire Lions Den boxing and basketball community. And we all out. Have a good night, everybody.